play here in Week 16. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. A check on the numbers last week for Connor. 13 carries, 66 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Mike Williams. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K.J. Wright able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 3rd down.
Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense. Get the ball.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Packers pick it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20.
Put it right down their throat.
And we'll bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Man open left side, it's Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Connor. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
43 yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
For 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. Devin Bush bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Lions nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Green Bay.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Patrick Queen.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Oh, they'll let Andrews try to run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. An 8-yard pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good headed scheme going.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Green Bay.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Over the middle to Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Steps away to his, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be...
And got his man complete. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play there. 92 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone's talking about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Smith catches left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. The open man is Smith. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Packers.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On play action, now Brady. It's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now you got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after one. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P.A.'s here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
29-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there.
He's got him in. Complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Green Bay.
Brady now on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Lions 14.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start with a give to Connor. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on standing their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On the draw, Connor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
On the carry.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Aaron Jones on.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
To throw, it's Brady. A short throw caught by Andrews. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one is incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Packers 21, Lions 14.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9. Brady.
At the 20-yard line.
Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the 22-yard line.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The pass there complete to Sutton. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Portland Sutton.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run.
That's good for a
surprised we've seen this late in the fourth quarter because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now throwing on the first down and completing it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on
ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Throw left side complete. It's Connor. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Devin Bush. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll find Moreau here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come.
Yards to go.
And that's caught by Smith.
Brady's
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
28-yard gain.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brady's pass.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Offensively, back-to-back, really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. All right, here we go. The field goal unit staying on the sideline here in OT. They're going for it on 4th. To throw is Brady. Quick throw by Brady, complete. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
And making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Green Bay, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.